Welcome back to yet another episode of InnoHEALTH Magazine Podcast. I am your host, Dr. Soumya Singh. In today's episode, we will be learning about how digital transformation is impacting India, how EMR data workflows and HIA system is changing the interaction between patient, doctors and administration. To help us understand that, we have a very special guest today with us, Mr. Sanjay Jain, founder and CEO of Akhil Systems Pvt Limited. We welcome you, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm good, Soumya.
So how was your day today till now?
It's going fine, absolutely fine. I think it's a blessed day today for me. We had our Guru Maharaj from Jain, sect is in Gurgaon. I went and had a darshan. It's a blessed day because I got a good darshan of him and went to the temple.
Yeah, so I read somewhere in your website, not somewhere, but that it's been 30 plus years for Akhil System to establish, it's established in 1994 something. So how was your journey? What was it was a very personal experience, or you find some other, आपको कुछ ऐसा लगा कि कुछ gap है in the healthcare system that you need to work in certain health IT field. So what was your journey about?
So you are absolutely right. I think 30 years is almost a lifespan. 3 decades we have spent in the healthcare industry. Akhil System, its journey started in 94, 95. To be precise, we are in 2025. So it's, I think, all destiny, I should say. I met Mr. Murthy and Rekha, who are the founder of Akhil System, and I joined them as a developer. I was myself a Clipper developer, writing the code, technical, and I joined Akhil System during that period. And I got an opportunity. Definitely, they found me as a very responsible, taking a lot of projects, responsibility, and all those things. We were doing the project at that moment. So then I went into the management part, and 2004 onwards, I should say me and Rekha both are taking the complete responsibility of the companies there. So Mr. Murthy started his organization. Interestingly, everyone asked me, how the Akhil name is there. I think most of the people ask me, Akhil is your name or your son name. So I just give you the story behind that. Akhil has come from Aklandeshwari. There is the goddess, an avatar of Lakshmi, and we worshipped in South India, and primarily in Coimbatore. So Mr. Murthy was the devotee of Aklandeshwari Mata, and when he set up this organization, he has derived the name from Aklandeshwari. The name is Akhil from that. And we are very fortunate and blessed. The blessings are there from her, and the journey is continuing for such a long period is there. So to my part, it was more of a destiny kind of stuff was there, but then I got very passionate. I got very passionate in this particular industry. My whole, I think, thought process was there to serve in a sort of a running my own company. And Mr. Murthy helped, and Rekha, who is now my life partner also. We got married roughly around 26 years back in 1998. So together the journey has become now life partner, business partner. That kind of thought process is there. But I think healthcare runs in my blood, I should say. Entire 24 hours out of that, if I say, almost if you see, it's around 15 to 18 hours I spent in healthcare understanding. Become very passionate about that. And we got first hospital in North India, Mulchand Hospital, in 95. Then Jaipur Golden Hospital, Tirath Ram, Yashoda Hospital, Upasana ma'am, and then Narendra Mohan, and so on. So one after the other, you keep on getting the order, and you keep on moving with the flow. And today we have spent almost 3 decades into that. So I'm fortunate, I should say. The need was there, I should say, the need was there definitely, because healthcare automation was very, very poor state. When Mr. Murthy realized this path, automation has to be there, which is a very, very critical part. If you go to hospitals, you look it from the perspective is there at that moment. I remember my father days. He was a chronic patient, and we used to take her to different doctors. He was the asthmatic, so every time we had to take a very bulky file. because there's long chronic patients were there, and every time he has to repeat everything to each doctor, or the doctor need to see what he was taking last year and so on. So challenges are, many I'm talking about. It's huge tech challenges are there. So I become very, very, thought process, okay, something we can do by improving some of the areas in healthcare, which, we can contribute. So that was the whole objective, made me to move further. And if you look at from the whole perspective, healthcare is one of the very most important part you have seen in COVID.
Yes.
So journey is going on, and I'm very, very fortunate and satisfied with this whole process.
So definitely it's like 3 decades of journey, so there will be many ups and downs. So what were the biggest challenges, that maybe a turning point for the Akhil system or for the health IT system, because you have seen 3 decades, so there was the paper record, now we are talking about AI and so much technology. So what were the biggest challenges that was your turning point?
So I personally feel it, from the beginning, hospitals need the system, but they are not able to, figure it out which area they should focus. So initial phase, it was more of a billing side. They want the revenue loss should not be there, the billing should be perfect, billing should be takes less time. The automation means, in general terms, changing from paper to computer, because computer can do much faster thing, which manually you can't do that. So that was the initial phase to maintain the, do the billing part first. And then inventory management, lab reports, and those areas at 94 to I think the 2000 and so on, people are having that more focus. From 2000 onwards, we got the first order. That was one of the, I think, few milestones which I feel in the journey of Akhil system was in 2001, when we got the order from Saudi Arabia. Okay. That was the first overseas, project for us. When we went overseas and have done the implementation in Saudi Arabia, one of the biggest group in that, 6 hospital order we got it. There we got a very good exposure from international side. How what kind of the transformation they are looking. Yes. But India was very much behind. That time, if I tell you 2001. In Saudi, when we did this automation, they're saying they have got 1,200 companies as their customers, and there are good amount of insurance companies, and the insurance segment was very, very I should say requirement was there for insurance. All the patients were insured. So rejections are very high. Even now rejections is very high, but they have a challenge. When they prepare a bill, lot of inclusions, exclusion, deductions and delays happens, and they come back again with the rejections they have to submit. So I got a lot of exposure into that part. So that was one of the point which I showed a turning point for us. We able to learn those things which we were not able to learn in India. Okay. Insurance was not at all there in India at that moment, where the Middle East and the people were doing much better. And then medical records automation, the ICD coding they wanted, those were not very prominent. I'm saying it. Very few hospitals like Apollo was doing it, a couple of more hospitals may be doing it, not having complete medical records department as such. Okay. So there it is very mandatory. You need to have proper documentation, your discharge summary, case records, every file should be ICD coding. That was an area which I think we have learnt a lot. Then again the turning point came in 2004 when we got the order from Apollo hospitals for one of the franchise or subsidiary, franchise I should say, in the Dhaka, Bangladesh. There is STS Apollo hospital, which is Apollo. At that time, now it is Evercare. So there was again very big turning point for me. The promoters wanted us to implement the system totally in a paperless environment, and their expectation was that it should be as good as a European system. Okay. The patients who are coming to the hospital, they don't need to bring any paper. It should be prescription-less. Where I feel that is something which is we also learned a lot from that particular implementation. We can do that, and it's almost 20 years have been spent. 2004 we got the order, 2005 we implemented. 20 years, none of the patient is carrying their paper record. It's a complete electronically, prescription based system is there. Very high tech system we built it. That was also a very, very good exposure to us. And then after that we keep on getting orders to after order one to after that. Today we are having presences more than 10 countries are there apart from India.
Yes.
And almost in India, almost in every state we are operating. We have got a customer base and more than 500 hospitals, big hospital I'm talking about. Some of the biggest group of India are operating on Akhil Systems. So that all those things added up. And I believe it. This is the all things which we have learned from these stages have resulted us to continue and provide continuous, good services or product to the industry.
So since you mentioned like Akhil System is working in very different 14 plus countries. So what India should be learning from those countries? Could you give me some example?
My thought process is India because of its patient load is very high.
Yes.
And every doctor is seeing so many patients. Part is there, and we try to we need to improve on that part. We need to understand in India, the system which we are implementing need to be doctor oriented or system oriented in the manner where people give us the time.
Yes.
Suddenly people don't realize the importance of technology. For them, they buy the system, next 15 days, 1 month, 2 months get be implemented.
Yes.
And we got hundreds of users out of there. There are so many processes. There are so many combinations. So this is where we should learn. The proper planning need to be done. The way it happens, proper the requirement document has to be there before we go further. The expectation need to be mapped out, which lacks here sometimes, which I feel it. Now system is changing it, but other places we have seen a drafted RFP being given to us for any implementation requirements. I mean, the committee has been formed properly. There is a clinical committee who gets all the requirements. Here, everything people say in India, you need to customize.
Yes.
Okay, this is the way we are running it. You tune your system as per the needs. They don't want to change themselves. So that kind of challenges which we see. So slightly, I think things are changing it, but these are the major challenges which I feel it happening in India. The expectation is very high. Planning is not there as per that.
So like being a medical, I'm also from medical field and technology is very difficult to adapt. So what kind of challenges during training to a healthcare professional, like to use EMR to help them, because although there are technology, but still there are behavioral acceptance is not there. So what kind of how back in 2000 and now in 2025, what are the difference in adaptation is in medicos is there?
I tell you honestly, yes. I want to be very honest with this particular part. What I've said is a mindset.
Yes, definitely.
Which is going to play a major role. 2004-5 onwards also, we have implemented more than 100 hospitals are there. Very few cases where EMR was implemented. Product was same.
Yes.
I've given you same product, but some people are using it, some people are not using it. A majority are not using it. So it's a mindset. And continuously perseverance, continuously commitment to that particular cause. If they said EMR has to be implemented and they were having 100 doctors and the people have come from across the world in that hospital, they used to put every doctor that importance, the proper support to be given by the IT, proper support to be from the vendor side, internal commitment, the top management has to be there.
Okay.
Every day there was a complete process, to be information to be given to how many doctors have used, how many have not used, what was the reason of not using it.
Okay.
Every day we used to go and meet the doctors who are not using it and try to find out the reasons and give them the solution. It took 6 to 8 months. I'm talking about that period. People have to invest it. So then what happened? They also realized they have to use it and the benefits start coming. See, when a patient comes and you see every record is there in your computer system, you can tell, okay, you're having this problem, these kind of medications are there, lab reports are available, PACS images are available to you. Patient confidence also goes further. Your time saving is there. You don't miss out anything. And then journey not only limited to doctor part. Once you come out from the doctor, we develop a single billing concept. a very, very unique concept we developed. At one place, patient has to go and he will be billed for everything, including investigations, procedures, and medications also. In most of the cases, which I feel it, patient has to go to multiple counters. He will go and get the investigation billing for lab or radiology at one place. Then he will go to pharmacy and get the bill for pharmacy there. There we were having only one single counter. So journey become very, very smooth, and it was so fantastic, and then QMS being developed you get the billing and then QMS number will be generated. Patient we know, okay, this history is for pharmacy is there. When he goes to the pharmacy, the complete packet is being given to him in the pouch, the medicine in the pouch, on English and Bangla. So what happens, the experience goes very high. And you will find most of the people are buying. The conversion rate has gone high. People say, okay, we are buying from pharmacy of the hospital. They will getting very, very, with this kind of information attached to that. So that kind of things, we are able to give them the experience. So my mindset is the most of the thing, and commitment from the top management. Anything is possible. In 30 years, Akhil is done, but the level of automation is different. The level of automation is different from both the sides. It's a 50-50 relationship, I should say. Any failure or success is a part of both the people's participation. Some people say 60-40, some people say 50-50, that could vary it. But if commitment comes from the hospital side, EMR has to be implemented. I see no reason in the world that we will not able to implement it. And secondly, you have to handhold the doctors. Some of the doctors are not that tech savvy. You'd have to give them some, assistance in the terms of initially some time. By that time, he will able to understand the system, his favorites, sets, it's a complete system, will configure, tuned as per his needs. So that, every doctor has got a specific drugs to be given, specific problems are there. System get tuned. Automatically, we can create the favorites or sets are there. And within no clicks, you can achieve it. So my only thing was that people have to realize they have to give time to the technology to settle. They should not be hurry. Planning has to be properly, and then execution, during execution time they should go along. And vendor has to be very fully committed to that cause.
So definitely that's a mindset, because obviously when you start using when we are using pen paper for everything, then we shifted to computer. There was whenever there is a change, there is always a reluctance, how will we adapt to it, and it will then we changed to computer, then mobile, internet, everything came. So when there is a change, everything.
I just give you an example. One of the hospital we have implemented. I think the paper things have not gone very far behind. Computers is here for the last so many decades there. Everyone understand, everyone, hardly people are writing anything, it's all on system wise. There's one hospital where we implemented it. They are using our doctor app. I don't know give the name, but it's such a happiness we get it once we get the feedback from the doctor. They think during COVID period only your mobile app is able to give us the access for everything which they are looking for. The complete images, for the CT scan which COVID patients you needed, it's available to their mobile app. The complete lab reports are available on the mobile. I'm talking about this. Everything is available, so they feel so much satisfied by this whole technology being given to them. So now the environment has changed. Everywhere we are going it, people are looking to implement EMR, electronic medical record. They want every doctor you should use EMR. The demands are going very high, which is very good thing for us, because as a vendor, if you give me challenge only, then I will be able to improve our part.
It has become need of the hour now, and when you have to become top in your game, you need to adapt technology. So when we talk about reports or when there is reports, there is data, there is patient data which is confidential. So I guess 1 or 2 years back there was news in one of the government hospital has got their data leak, which is very unfortunate and shouldn't be happening, because that's a very crucial and confidential thing. So how can an hospital secure their records, because we can't live without technology, but when there is there is a pros and cons to everything. So how can a hospital can protect their data records, and how can IT system can help with it? Cybersecurity I'm talking about.
So honestly speaking, I'm saying it is the most neglected area. Very neglected area. No one is bothered about it. And because of the use of internet has gone so high, we give access to the patient, we get access to the doctors, we are giving access to the outside world. The chances of this particular things have become very high. And recent time we have not. You're talking about government hospital. We have seen in many other cases in our customer bases also. There is a ransom attack had happened, and they have captured the complete data, encrypted the data, and they asked for the money to do that. So that was the most neglected from all the part. I'm not talking about on the hospital side. From the vendor side also, we have not given that kind of importance. The security mechanism need to be there. Now the awareness have come. So there are two fronts are there. One is that when you are having your infrastructure need to have properly cyber secure. Your properly firewall should be there. Security part is there. Data backup, disaster recoveries. All those protocols you have to follow, which was not there earlier. And what happens when you go for the servers in the hospital part is there. Because of some reason or other, they don't go for proper fire protocols. Firewall securities, they have to put it properly. Internet, what need to be done, which access to be given, malware attack, and so on. That was not. Knowledge is not there.
Knowledge was not there.
So the one thing we need to all focus is the awareness in the industry. What is this kind of attacks are there? And then how you can prevent that. What are the mechanisms are there, which we need to put it both in the hardware and application side. From application side also, people get access, so you need to have a proper protection. The compliances are there for HIPAA, GDPR. Now the standards government of India is also putting it. The DPDP Act is coming in. So all those things will going to make the system more secure. From vendor side also, we have to implement those provisions. The patient demographic has to be purely protected. No one should know about who is the patient, what kind of problems are there. Should be encrypted, which is not there. Now we are adopting all those mechanisms. The system is there. So when the communication is happening between internet or one system to another, has to be fully protected. There is a proper security guidelines, level of security, HTTPS. You have to put it on the secure level. All those provisions one has to take it to make it more secure. It's evolving, learning happening it. Unfortunately, some of the cases happen it, but now people are going much better secure protection. People are moving towards cloud also, because in cloud some of the providers are giving all these kind of protections. So this is all things happening, which is going to make the system more secure.
So cloud system can't be hacked?
No, I'll not say that's not hacked. It happened in some of the cases which there, but it's very, very strong. Some of the cloud system, they have got multiple layer of cross-checking. Any phishing mail, they protect it. Any unknown mail doesn't go to into the system is there. There's a complete firewall. Their standards have been followed, which is HIPAA and other security provisions are mandated. Without that, because they are putting their servers for the for the industry to use it. The banking is there. Then the healthcare is there. The data has become very, very important. So they take all precautions, which is, I should say, in terms of the individual hospital, may not be possible to do that.
So what are the emerging technologies in the field of health IT, and what do you think future of India would be like in next 5 years in healthcare?
I think future is very bright. If you look at it from the perspective, there was a saying, there was a person said, for example, a doctor who is not using technology can be replaced with a doctor who is using technology. So if we look at it from that perspective, digital hospital or digital needs, it's the need of the hour, or it's a reality. It is not something that choice. It's not a choice. We need to go for that. You need for your efficiency purpose or your patient care, patient services, all those you need it. So if you see the future going to be, I personally feel it with the thrust from the government sector of ABDM, Ayushman Digital Mission, which is right now we are trying to implement in many hospitals, going to bring many changes in the hospital. We're going to need to have it clinically automated. Your EMR has to be there. So EMR adoption will increase. Every doctor or every hospital will be going to have EMR implemented in the system, which will bring a lot of value, a lot of information to the whole part. There is one of the things. Then you have got remote patient monitoring, like the way Akhil has, and we are working with some of the companies to provide home care services there, which is sitting at the home itself. patients, all vitals can be monitored, or if anything goes wrong, immediately command center can be informed. So those areas going to grow. Then IoT, for example, on the your Apple Watch, and so that you can measure all your monitors or health records can be monitored. Mobility is going to be there. Everywhere you're going, you can access your data. So mobile apps going to be where your health record, those can be maintained. Tracking, you can do a tracking of your health record. And then with AI, you can have a prevention. Right? Well in advance, system can tell you which kind of, where you're heading towards, what your health parameters are heading towards. It can prompt to you. So the specialized products are coming in which we can, with a huge amount of data, they can analyze and can give you. There is going to be in case of diagnostics for radiology, I'm saying it's already systems are there, AI based, which can scan the X-ray and can give you whether is any deficiencies there in that or it's okay. So all those technology then is going on. So I'm saying that the huge potential is there. We have realized after COVID that there's a need of technology into the healthcare, and I think next 5 years will be the golden period for all of us to get the technology implemented, get the benefits out of that.
One last and personal question is like, if I want to buy an HIA system or EMR system, so what features, what top 5 features should I look for before purchasing any HIA system software?
See, every institution is different, every institution thought process is different, and in general, if you look at, you should make first your checklist.
Okay.
Like the way we go and buy a car, or we need to, we understand what we need. We need a 5-seater, we need 8-seater, what kind of things are there. First you should know. If you don't know, you should consult someone.
Okay.
Who is industry expert. Hire some consultants if you can't, your team is not able to do. This is my thought process. Have a proper team in the hospital built up, or have some consultant. Create your own document, what you're looking for, what your pain areas are there, which makes you lack in that particular whole process. Having said, generally if I ask me, 5 areas are there which you look at from there. Patient should be the center of each thing. We are treating patients. If we are able to take care of the patient's experience, patient's convenience, give you the benefit of the patients not to have any botheration. Already he's coming to the hospital with some problem. Over that we ask him to wait, administrative delays, the delay after the discharge. She say patient. Someone told me, I just give a very interesting thing when I started my career in '94, and we were implementing in one hospital in Bangalore. So he said, Sanjay, there should not be delay after that. Patient being asked for the discharge. After you say discharge, you can do it. So he told me very very interesting example he given me. When you go to the hotel and you have a food, you can wait for half an hour to food to be served. But you can't wait half an hour for the bill. So treatment people can wait. The time you say you can be discharged, it should be so quick. That is a challenge which is happening. So this is the major area which I should say, because delay happens because of many other reasons are there. Many reasons are there. So one of the area which we need to see from that perspective is the patient part. How fast you can discharge. Other benefits also I will not say, but patient part. Patient should not wait in the OPD, so you should have very good system. You can have appointment system. You have mobile apps are there. You have a QR code system. Your kiosks are there. You got on website your appointments is there. Everything should be seamlessly. You can pay the money. You can book appointment. So those things are there. One of the area which one should focus. Then entire communication. I should say 3C, which I say. Connect. Communicate and care. It comes like that. You have to first connect. Some mechanism you have to connect. It should be easily accessible. It should be WhatsApp. See, if I have to find out some cardiologist, very difficult. You will go to some websites. It should not be happen. It should so easy. You are a service provider. Someone should want to connect to that place. It should be WhatsApp something mechanism. We can immediately get the access in few minutes. So first is connect. Then you provide him the communication, complete information. He should be able to there, and then the care will come. Provide all the data. So if we focus on these 3 areas, then the internally clinical should be one of the foremost thing. One should say standard should be followed completely properly. ICD code basis, some complete data should be recorded. And then whatever best you can do, connect with the remote patient monitoring, home care. The biggest challenge which I feel it in my experience is that the patient comes to the hospital, but they don't avail services. Conversion rate is very, very poor.
Yes.
Very few hospital, I should say, trying to chase or trying to find out why conversion is not happening. If there are 500 patients have come today, and you will find out of that, I think 50% only have availed their lab services or pharmacy.
Okay.
Because there is no mechanism. You're not giving that kind of seamless services which make him to avail services here. So that kind of things are there which a hospital has to improve. And then clinical, I'm talking about EMR is there. And similarly, any other services like you can implement AI, like I'm happy to share with you in this podcast is Akhil has developed a new product which is called Augastam. Augastam is the new platform which we say it's developed on the microservices wave architecture, which is technology design we have created, and then open source technology we have used it, and it's a cloud native. Can host on cloud and scale as per the needs of the things are there, which is so that product which is first EMR we have launched, which we believe it most of the challenges are coming from the EMR adoption. So the product is such a being designed any specialty you can configure within no time. Within a day too you can create the specialty device templates or a specialty device workflow. Now every specialty has got, you go to onco, it will be into different, nephro will be there, cardiac will be there, ortho, GP and so on. So every has got a different kind of the process flow or requirements, and I'm happy to share with you, we have implemented roughly around 5 hospitals now. All 5 hospitals are using it. And one of the eye hospital chain are using the very, very successful implementation feedback they have given us. So that is a new product, and on that product we have built the AI. The conversation which is happening between the doctor and patient, which normally doctor asks what the problems are there, and then he listens to them, and everything system listens, our Augastam listens, and on that particular AI converts into a prescription. Nothing has been written by the doctor on a piece of paper. I prepare it, doctor can edit that prescription, and one click it goes to the EMR.
Okay.
That is the biggest challenge was there. Doctors say we don't want to go to the system, write everything, it takes time in typing, drop down, multiple windows, multiple clicks, all those we have tried to avoid.
Okay.
So within no time, a system can prepare the prescription. So we say less typing, more treating, which we our things, and where care meets innovation. That's our tagline for the Augastam product is there, which I am very feel, and the rest of the things are also coming up. So that is very exciting from Akhil Systems side, which we have developed in last 2 years part, and whole things are going on that basis.
So what's your message to the industry who want to innovate or start in the field of this healthcare IT field?
So one message which I say from my experience is that technology is going to be there. Technology is the only thing which is going to make the changes in the things, and it's going to help you a lot. Everyone understand, I will not say more than that. Yes. Go for it, I'm saying. Choose any system which you like it, implement it. It is going to give a huge benefit to you. Stay with that, I'm talking about. You need to give time to technology to settle it down. During this whole journey, you be there with that particular process. Have faith in that, and you will see the results. Invest in technology. Investment is right now in industry is not that high, but I can say the return on investment is huge. If you can save doctors time, or if you provide the information to the patients on a timely basis, you will get to know. I'm just giving a very recent example. I've got one of the master health checkup I've done for one of the companies there, and when I got the report, it's AI based completely. It has given you complete results on a complete analytical measures, and then it has linked with the AI. Okay. So my it came with which was a iron deficiency. It was for example. So it has built up all the question on iron. Why the iron deficiency happens is what is the causes of that? What it can impact you? How can your health lifestyle or health or the food part or anything? All those questions are there. And you can ask more questions.
Okay.
So that's the way it's changing. And now after seeing that particular kind of report, I've asked my family member to go to that particular
Yes.
healthcare provider only. That is the benefit. You invest that, they must have invested huge money on that. Trust that it is going to yield results.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely like AI can't replace doctors, but doctor who don't know about AI, they can definitely be replaced.
That's very nicely. That is the way which I say is going to happen. Trust. Without that you cannot do, and have a partnership kind of concept. Go with that. At times we will not able to fulfill the requirements, but continuously we keep on working and trusting each other. It will going to give, yield results and fulfill the expectation which you are having.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you so much, sir. It was very insightful and informative session with you. And thank you to our listener for being with us. And to watch more such episode, please like, share, and subscribe so that we can bring similar episodes in the field of healthcare for you. Thank you so much.